upwards of 1 million bison. There was a time when the nights were haunted with the howls of 1,000 wolves. But the bison has all been decimated, with a few herds relegated to the Great Plains. And the wolf has been poisoned, trapped, and hunted almost to extinction. The last wolf in Yellowstone National Park was killed in 1923, and for the next 70 years, the park had no wolves. Until 1995, when a group of scientists reintroduced the wolf to Yellowstone. They introduced 14 animals, 7 pairs, that's all. And Yellowstone became a living laboratory. Before the reintroduction of the wolf, the coyote population had exploded. After the reintroduction of the wolf, the coyote population decreased by nearly 80%. As a consequence, the rodents increased in Yellowstone, and they provided a source of food for birds of prey, eagles, osprey. The elk population had also exploded without the wolf at Yellowstone. Once the wolf was reintroduced, the elk went up to higher ground. The elk had decimated the vegetation in Yellowstone. But once the wolf was reintroduced and the elk was chased back up to higher ground, the vegetation regenerated. The aspen, willow, and cottonwood began to grow in areas of Yellowstone that had been bare because of uncontrolled grazing. But here is where it gets really interesting. The wolf changed the behavior of the rivers. When the elk was overgrazing the vegetation in some parts to complete bare soil, the riverbanks were collapsing. As a consequence, the rivers were meandering through the park. Once the wolf was reintroduced, the beavers came back because the trees now were becoming forests, and the trees provide food and shelter for the beavers. When the beavers built dams, those dams created habitats for other creatures such as waterfowl, fish, and reptiles. The forests that were regenerating were also calling back migratory and songbirds to the park. We have evolved as an intricate network of interconnected creatures. Eliminate just one, and we can suffer the unintended consequences that might lead to our own demise. Nature has a balance, and Yellowstone can provide us the necessary laboratory information to rule our lives and our planet. This is not all about climate change. It is also about messing around with the animals. Even something as annoying as the mosquito serves a purpose. Madam Contest Master.